What's that one dream you've always had? You know, that little whisper in the back of your mind that tells you there's something more you're meant to do? Just hold that thought, because we're about to dive into a story that's all about answering that call.
Dear book lovers, welcome to another insight-packed book summary episode of Summeropedia. We are here to bring you more titles in less time.
All right, so in this explainer, we're going to unlock the incredible, life-changing lessons from a book that's become a true global phenomenon, The Alchemist by the one and only Paulo Coelho. And look, we're treating this as more than just a book summary. Think of it as a guide. Because really, The Alchemist isn't just a story. It's a roadmap to what Coelho calls your personal legend, your unique purpose in this world. Okay, so here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll meet our hero and his fateful dream. Then we'll decode this whole personal legend idea. After that, we'll dig into the wisdom he finds out in the desert, check out how the author himself lived this story, and then wrap it all up with a treasure map just for you. So, let's meet our main character, Santiago. He's a young shepherd living in Andalusia. Now, his parents, they had big plans for him. They wanted him to be a priest, a stable, respected life. But Santiago, he wanted something completely different. He craved the freedom to just roam, to see the world. So he made this really brave choice. He picked a flock of sheep over a church, all because they would let him travel. So you might be wondering, is this book for me? Well, honestly, it's for anyone who's ever felt kind of stuck, right? If you're at a crossroads, or if you just feel this gap between the life you have and the one you feel you're supposed to be living, then yeah, this story is speaking directly to you. It's for every dreamer out there who just needs a little push to take that first scary step. And this is really where it all kicks off. There's no grand plan, no big announcement. It's just a simple shepherd, his sheep, and this dream that just won't go away. A dream about a treasure hidden near the Egyptian pyramids. It's such a great reminder, isn't it, that the biggest, most epic journeys often start with the quietest little whispers. Okay, now we are getting to the absolute core of this book. This one single concept, the personal legend. I'm telling you, it's the key that unlocks everything else in the story. So, what is a personal legend? Well, a mysterious old king explains it to Santiago. He says it's not just a wish or a hobby. It's that thing you've always wanted to accomplish. It's your mission on Earth. In fact, the book frames it as your one true obligation in life, to fulfill your destiny.
And here's the magic that comes with it. This one quote. It's basically the heartbeat of the entire book. The idea is that when you really, truly want something, all the universe conspires to help you achieve it. It's not just that the world watches you go for it, it literally starts moving pieces around to help you out.
But just because the universe is on your side, that does not mean the path is going to be easy. Oh, no. Santiago's journey takes him right into the middle of the Sahara Desert, and it's there, in that super harsh place, that he learns some of his most profound lessons. For example, one of his biggest teachers is this crystal merchant. The merchant has his own dream to go to Mecca, but he never does. Why? Because he's terrified that if he actually goes, it won't live up to the dream in his head. He'd rather just dream about it forever. Santiago, on the other hand, is all in. He's an adventurer. And this contrast shows us something really interesting and kind of counterintuitive. Sometimes it's not failure we're scared of. It's success. It's the fear of achieving our dream, and then what's next? So, how do you actually pass this kind of test? Well, the book gives us a pretty clear 3-part game plan. Number 1, follow the omens. You got to learn to read the signs the universe is sending you. Number 2, listen to your heart. It already knows where you need to go. It's your best compass. And number 3, this one is huge. You have to overcome fear. The alchemist himself tells Santiago that the fear of suffering is way worse than the suffering itself. Think about that. And Santiago, he does it. He does it all. He crosses the entire desert. He learns the language of the world. He falls in love. He even learns to turn himself into the wind. I mean, wow. He finally gets to the pyramids, totally exhausted but feeling victorious. So, after all that struggle, where was the treasure? And here is the beautiful, brilliant twist at the end. He finds out the treasure was right where he started, the whole time. It was buried under a tree, back in the ruins of the church where he had the dream in the first place. Now, the gold was real, don't get me wrong, but it was never really the point. The real treasure was the journey itself,
Everything he learned, the love he found, the person he became. He had to go all the way to Egypt and back just to finally realize what he had at home.
You know, what gives this story so much weight is that it's not just a nice piece of fiction. The author, Paulo Coelho, he was living his own version of this journey as he wrote it. The story behind the book is a personal legend all on its own.
Just look at this journey. In 1980, he has this massive spiritual awakening on a 500-mile walk. Then in 88, he publishes The Alchemist. And crickets. It did so poorly, his publisher actually dropped him. Can you imagine? Just like Santiago, he hit a massive wall, but he kept believing in his own personal legend. He found another publisher, and then slowly but surely, by word of mouth, the book started to grow into the absolute phenomenon it is today. He literally lived through the book's message.
And you don't have to take my word for it. Coelho says it himself in the foreword. He writes, "I was living my own metaphor. I was following my personal legend, and my treasure was my capacity to write." I mean, that just says it all, right? This philosophy wasn't cooked up in a lab. It was forged in his own real-life story of failure and sticking with it.
Okay, so let's bring this all together. We're going to distill everything we've talked about into a simple treasure map for you. The key lessons you can take and apply to your own journey starting today.
All right, here it is, your treasure map. First, you have to know what your personal legend is, your true purpose. Then you have to believe, really believe that the universe is conspiring to help you. When you hit those obstacles, and you will, remember, they're tests, not stop signs. The biggest thing you'll fight is your own fear, but the best tool you have is your own heart. And if you do all that, you'll discover the biggest secret of all. The journey itself is the treasure, not just the destination.
When you get right down to it, The Alchemist isn't just a story you read. It's a question you have to answer for yourself. So I'll leave you with this. What's the very first step, no matter how small, on the path to your treasure? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more impactful book summaries from Summerpedia.